Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty, man. I'm back with another video. And then, first and foremost, man, I want to give a shout out to the brand new community manager for 005 Dynasty on YouTube. So I want to give a shout out to Mr. Mooch. Mr. Mooch, man, I want you guys to check out the pinned comment to see my very, very first community manager. So basically, that's going to be his stomping grounds, man. So, Mr. Mooch, thank you, appreciate it, man, for accepting my invitation to help me out with the comments, because the comments are going crazy, guys. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm just one person, man, trying to operate this YouTube channel, and also my business, my brand. So, 005dynasty.com. I'm actually doing a lot of things. So, thank you. Also, want to give a shout out to all of the channel members. Thank you so much for that, for joining me on this journey on YouTube, the channel members. Give a shout out to all the subscribers, and give a shout out to everybody who has donated super thanks, super chat, and so forth, right? Much appreciated to all you guys and girls. And you already know, man, this is your boy 005 Dynasty, and we are talking about the MPC XL. And we also could talk about the MPC Live Mark III. These are supposed to be the next gen, the next step up with the 8-core processors, and looking at the MPC XL, the 16 gigabytes of RAM, etc., etc., etc. You guys, if you've been following me, you know my stance. You know how I feel about when they say next gen, and that technology that they could have been put it in the MPCs a long time ago, guys. But since they're putting it in right now, they're saying it's next gen because it's marketing terms. And I was thinking about something, guys. A computer has multi-cores, like multiple cores, right? It can do a lot of functions, a lot, guys. That's why we pay the money that we pay for the Intel chips or the AMD chips, right? And then they're using what do they call it again? It's slipping my mind. Anyway, they're using these chips for the MPCs that are one-dimensional, right? So it has 8 cores, but it's one-dimensional, so that it focuses on one main task, mainly like the like music production. So like that, those chips are like, or ARAM chips. So the ARAM chips, right? So they focus on like the iPhone or like a laptop. It's like running a laptop, or like running like an iPhone, You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, you guys do your research on the ARAM chips and why they're different from the multi-core chips, things that do multiple tasks. Anyway, so when people who try to get the company to, I want to have more tracks, I want to have more plugins, stuff like that, whatever. They're asking them to put a real computer that does multiple things inside of these devices. So basically, you're trying to turn it into a computer. Now, when the problem with that is, guys, it's going to run into heating problems. That's what I see. I might be wrong, but you're going to need, because those chips get hot, guys. Those chips get hot. Like, you ever see my computer? I got a brand new computer, man. And one day when I went to turn the computer on, the fans didn't spin for some odd reason. And within like seconds, man, that chip got so hot, my entire computer started blinking red like it was a BOMB about to explode. I don't really want to say the word. People be getting a little, oh, he said this, he said that, man. So, but saying the BOMB. So it was blinking, going crazy. And so I'm in the living room. My kids are in the living room. They're like, yo, Dad, what's going on? My girl comes in like, oh, everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything good. We good. I think. So I turned it off, turned it back on. Then the fan started to kick in. So if you're trying to get computer functions into an MPC with all the stuff that you guys are asking for, that's one of the reasons. That's one thing that I don't think they could really do without putting fans and things in an MPC. And now it's going to start having noise and all that stuff. So You guys got to be careful what you ask for. The MPC, to me, and I believe to the companies, is really a MIDI sequencer sampler, and it takes samples in, which are small files, and you do what you do with those samples. So, but now they went, yeah, you guys want too much. But anyway, so let's get into it. So I'm gonna jump on YouTube really quick. I did all my shout outs. And I don't remember, did I do my intro? Anyway, if I didn't do my intro, this is your boy 005 Dynasty back, and I'm back with another video, and we're going to continue talking about the MPC ecosystem, okay? So, you guys have been tearing it up. So, let's go on, let's go to YouTube Studio, actually. Let me see if I can pull that up. Get to YouTube Studio. I want to thank you guys, man, for the comments. The comments have been coming through like crazy, man. I just approved like 10 comments. I just woke up and I had to approve 10 comments. And if you don't know, I do not allow the comments to go straight through. I have to approve them. And on top of that, I can approve you as a channel like commenter. Like I can approve you further so that you don't have to have your comments come through and be approved by me anymore. But I only give that to people who are respectful and don't come with the toxic stuff. If you come toxic, I'm never going to approve you, so your comments go straight through, and I'm just going to keep deleting, or eventually I'll just block you from looking at my channel, period. So I got to reply to a lot of people, guys. I'm not even going to hold you on that, so I apologize. But I do have the community manager who's going to try to jump in there and help you guys out. But there's so many, it might be too much for me and him. You know what I'm saying? So I approved a lot of comments, but I left a series of comments, right? Now, I want to tell you guys this, man. I don't show the comments, guys. But this time I want to show the comments because this person has passion. And I like the passion. So look at all the comments, guys. They're coming through. I want you guys to keep talking, man. Keep hitting me with the comments, man. Let your feelings and your voice be heard, man. That's a good thing. We're speaking about this, man. Even if all my points ain't 100% correct, sometimes my points might come out very emotional because I'm speaking from emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like I really love music production, guys. I really, really love it. So look at all the comments, guys. I really appreciate it. Man, I so appreciate it. It's a lot to go through, a lot to digest. So, man. So anyway, let's go to held, right? So this person right here left a lot of comments, and usually I wouldn't even let these through. But this person is very, very passionate about what they're saying. And that's what I like. That's what I respect. So when I let these comments go through, please, I want you to read the comments and don't just try to like jump on the comments like, yeah, he's going against 005 Dynasty. I actually don't even think this person is even going against me when I sat here and really read the comments. So let's do this. Let's go to the bottom comment. I think this comment right here is this one that was the most telling that the person wasn't trying to get at me. So they said, I get what you're trying to say, but you're incorrect. The producer is the sound. Each producer has a sound. That's why they are a producer. The equipment is their tool of choice. I have old equipment and a newer MPC, and I work with DAWs. I've been producing for a while, and a producer knows how to make it work. Man, they making hits with all this stuff. Everything is about a better workflow. So now you guys know this person said a lot of things here that I don't agree with, but I get what they're trying to say. But I think what they're trying to say is not exactly what I'm saying. So that I think there's a miscommunication here. So okay, I'll play this. What I'm trying to say is, I know each musical producer has their own unique style because everybody has their own unique upbringing. They're raised different, they've seen different, they come from different locations, different backgrounds, or just themselves. They like people like things differently. It's like, for example, I could put a movie on in my house, and 2 people might like it, and 2 people might walk out and say, I'm going to go do something else because I don't like it. But the people who like it think it's an amazing movie. So everybody's body is different, their mind is different, their soul is different. I get that. So when you sit down and you produce, everything's gonna be different styles, different tastes, different. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You could put the same melody in front of 10 people, and they're gonna come up with different drums, different hi-hat, different snares, different claps, different claves, different bells, different synthesizers go on top of it, different bass lines. I get that. Style's unique, and it's down to the person, the preference, you know what I'm saying, their insides, their heart, their mind, their body, their soul. But that's not my point. I'm not trying to challenge your style. I'm trying to challenge the fact that the companies are not giving us great electronics, great machines that's going to enhance everybody's style of music production out the gate, where we don't have to go buy another piece of gear to come back and attach it to our main sequencer to give it that grit. That's my point. So when the company gives you a device and the device sounds flat, like flat, meaning like it's a digital flat sound. It doesn't have any other type of characteristic that's going to help when you bring in a sample off of a record and make that sample off of a record even better. Or when you bring in your sounds from like a rolling keyboard into it, as you're going out the back of the rolling into the ends of the MPC, it's making it do what it do. And then while you processing and doing all your stuff on the MPC, and then when you bounce it back out again, it's going to make it do what it do even stronger, even better. So that's my stance on, the music industry. The inner circuitry, analog circuitry workings of these devices should actually enhance what we're doing off the rip, especially if you're paying $1,800 for an MPC Live Mark III next generation, especially if you're paying for a flagship MPC XL Flagship groove box. We're getting groovy with it now. Groove box. That machine should be solid. So with all the marketing terms that these companies come out with all the content creators and musical producers, multi-platinum or famous musical producers are saying, this is great, it's amazing, it sounds good. With all the retail stores saying it's great, and in the descriptions they're taking the marketing terms that are given to them by the company. With all the vloggers and the bloggers and the magazines, everybody's saying it sounds great, it sounds great, it sounds great. But we know there's a better sound. So how does it sound great when it's the flagship? When it's you know what I'm saying? So the sound from the company hardware system should be strong. We're in 2026. Why we don't have strong analog inner workings? And then from there, that should be the foundation. The foundation of music production when it comes to the MPCs should be strong. That's my stance. From there, when a producer sits down with this strong or supposedly strong device and they start producing, they're going to come up with their own unique style, unique swag, unique whatever. But they're starting with a core foundation, so they don't have to go and get another piece of gear to add to it. So it's almost as if these companies are in cahoots and working together, because it's like, don't make your system too strong, because I'm gonna make this over here, and then we're gonna get more money, divide the money to the community. That's now what I'm thinking about. That's what it kind of seems like if you think about it. Because why can't they just make that one system so powerful you don't even need to go buy from anybody else to make your sound hit harder, have more warmth, have more grit, have more texture, have that analog like hiss sound in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I turn on my analog preamp and I run my sounds through it, you can hear the noise in there. You can hear the analog circuitry working. So that adds texture to my sound that you would hear in the VHS tapes back in the days when you was watching a movie, especially if you was watching a movie from overseas, watching like those kung fu movies. And the audio sounded crazy. It sounded so good, and we love it. We loved it. But now you don't get that. You get a nice clean sound. You know what I'm saying? But that clean sound is not that dirty, that gritty, that the transients pop, but they're not. Oh, they don't like distort. Like you guys get. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. So I respect the passion, but I just think we're on different, like, you know what I'm saying, wavelengths when we're talking about this. So let me go back in here. So I get what you're trying to say, but you're incorrect. The producer is the sound. So the producer is the sound of their own mind, body, and soul, but they are not the actual sound of the device. The device is going to come with its own characteristics. So that's like why you think Roland has so many different types of keyboards, because each of those keyboards have different sound qualities. And people are, I want the Roland D50, I want the Roland FA06, I want the Roland this, I want the Roland that, because they're going for that specific sound of that device before they start adding their swag to it. Yeah, sound. So the producer is a sound. Each producer has a sound. That's why they are a producer. Okay. The equipment is their tool of choice. I have old equipment, new MPCs. Okay. Okay. Man, they making hits with this stuff. So I don't know. You gotta do your research. They say the current generation MPCs have not made hits or timeless pieces, timeless classical piece of music. They said the older MPCs they have the data on it to show hit records were made. So you guys, if you know a hit record that has been made with the new current gen MPCs, please leave it in the description. Let me know. But also try to find out if it was actually the MPC that made the hit, or if they use other outboard gear to enhance the MPC to make the hit. Do your research. Hit me in the comment section if you know about that, guys. Everything. Now, the person said everything is about a better workflow. See, I don't like that statement, man, because the people in the 60s didn't have a better workflow, but people right now can't make music better than people in the 60s. Tell me one MPC musical producer in 2026, or actually 2025, or actually 2024, that has made a song better than the Beatles, that had very, very limited music production equipment. Let me know in the comment section on that as well. So let's jump to another comment. I'm not putting it on the producer. We, the producers, are having fun. I'm saying to you, we are the sound. We make the music, not Akai. Okay. My new MPC runs circles around my old one, and as a producer, it's better. But does it run circles around your old one when it comes to making the song resonate and vibrate, get those vibrations to the listener, to the public, and now the public loves it so much that it turns into an instant classic, a timeless piece of music? Can they get jiggy with it? Can they dance in the club to that? Because those songs from back in the days on the older MPCs, they made you go to the club and you got jiggy with it. Now these things, this MPC is known as the groove box. So can you get groovy with this? Are they gonna play it on the radio and it's gonna knock? Is it gonna knock at the backyard barbecue? You know what I'm saying? So, and the last one was why do you think people are not happy? I get what you're saying, brother, and you have some good points, but AI is what we should be complaining about. I haven't known not one person not liking the new MPC, and that's key. That's key for you to say that, because these people are paid to not like it. I mean, to not say that they don't like it. These people are content creators, influencers. They are master manipulators. They will never go against the companies, because the companies is where they get their money from. But I speak to producers. I got 3 producers that work at my 9-to-5 job, and when they come into work and they be talking about these YouTubers, they be ishing on them. And on top of that, they be talking about the MPC. They be saying the MPC don't knock hard. The new current generations MPCs don't knock hard, and it don't even be coming out of my mouth. These guys be talking, and I just be standing there listening to them talk, and I might give a little bit of input, like, yeah, I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. Do you know the producers at my job? They're so funny. I came into work one day, and the week that the guy with 1 million YouTube subscribers, 1 million+ YouTube subscribers, when he tried to defame my character and lie on me in that video, when I came to work, they was like, yo, Jamel, we saw you on YouTube, man. They was like, yo, you famous, man. They was like, man, that dude's a clown. That dude's a cornball. They was getting at him, man. So there's people out here in the real world talking. They just don't go online and publicly post it, because that, when you put yourself out there the way that I'm putting myself out there, people now think they have the option and ability to disrespect you and say things that are just so crazy. I don't even show those comments, guys. So I get it, man. People are not going to say stuff because they don't want to get involved with the politics of this stuff, right? And other people are not going to say anything because they really don't want to mess up their money. But there's people, trust me, that don't like what's happening with the current generation MPCs. I'm going to tell you right now. So, yeah. So let's go back. So he said, why do you think people are not happy? I get what you're saying, brother, and you have some good points. Thank you on that. I appreciate that. I think I have a lot of good points, though. I have a lot more than a lot of people will give me credit for. But that I'm only saying that not to disrespect you. I'm only saying that because it takes a while before it starts to seep into people's minds, and once it really really seeps in, then they start to see, like, oh, that's what he's saying. So then he goes on, but AI is what we should be complaining about. I mean, I get that. I don't use AI for music production, but I do use AI for like my thumbnails and to help me with, like, certain things when I'm working with my website. Not that I need it, because my track record shows for myself, man. I got tutorials showing people how to use digital programs like Photoshop and stuff like that. So I could do my thumbnails and stuff, and et cetera. I could do all that. I could do everything on my website by myself, but it takes a little bit longer. So AI kind of helps speed up the workflow. I ain't gonna hold you on that, man. Yeah. But AI, okay. Yeah, all right, cool. So I'm gonna approve these. And like I said, guys, this person is actually not going at me. They're just very emotional and passionate about what they're saying, and I respect it. So there we go. Let me refresh. And sometimes when I approve it, it don't go through right away, guys. So, all right, there we go. We're free. We're free. So once again, man, I want to give a shout out to the channel members. Give a shout out to the brand new community manager, Mr. Mooch, and go give them some love and support in the comment section if you can. And we're gonna continue on, guys. We're gonna continue on. Let's just go to the dashboard. We're gonna continue on with this, and we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. We're starting to move with the numbers, so I do highly appreciate it. Once again, I don't have 100,000 YouTube subscribers, so my message is not really reaching that many people, but it's reaching the right people, and that's you. Once again, this your boy 005 Dynasty, formerly known as, Legacy, and my musical genre is Ghost Wave, also known as Cinematic Air Hop, also known as A Sound That Floats. And I'm in the process of merging my names together, guys. So I have multiple Google Knowledge panels. I have 005 Dynasty, I have Jamel Marshall Pearson, and now the knowledge panel, or the knowledge graph, Jamel Pearson is kind of like tinkering in between, like, a couple people named Jamel Pearson. So I'm trying to get that to merge over. So I also want to note in this video that Jamel Pearson is also cited as a reference towards me. So I want to help that merge. And just by me saying that in the video and in the description of this video, it's going to start help Google understand that it should be merging that name along with the other names. But I'm telling you guys, once that last name merges, I'm going to have 3 official names, identities that come up with my data, my Google Knowledge panel. Right now I have 2. So go Google search Jamel Marshall Pearson or 005 Dynasty. Guys, I'm on to something. I'm not just a regular person sitting here on YouTube, guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know what I'm doing. They don't even understand what I'm doing. And I think that's the reason why they're hating me, because they don't even understand. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Let's continue talking about the hardware of these devices. And let's ask the companies to give us real analog circuitry. We want that warmth, that saturation, that distortion. We want it coming. I mean, the 80 to DA conversion. We want the ins and the outs to hit hard. We want everything to have that grit. I mean, we like the computer stuff too. You know what I'm saying? We like the computer stuff too. But we want to have that characteristic where we don't have to buy 30,000 pieces of gear to make our one piece of gear. Knock it. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And I'm out.